Hi, I'm Stacey Hyde with Envision Financial Planning, and I'm back for another episode of Better Financial Health in 15 minutes or less. And today, I want to spend a minute talking about why we know we should quit smoking, save money, exercise, lose weight, but we don't do it. Oftentimes, having goals, while aspirational and important, is not really motivating. Oftentimes we take action because we want to stop doing something. And sometimes that feels negative or a bad idea, but really is it? Does it even matter? And what is the best way to motivate yourself to take action? The funniest one in our family about someone who knew they needed to do something, in this case get hearing aids, was my grandmother. We'd all been yelling at her for years, not yelling because we were angry, but it was the only way she could hear us. My college roommates used to make fun of me because they knew when I was having a conversation with my grandmother because the entire neighborhood could hear it. But she didn't get hearing aids until it became too painful for her because she couldn't hear her great-grandchildren. So that was the pain point that caused her to take action. So I would ask you this: if you don't love your job, if you don't like the way you feel in the morning, if you don't like the stress that you're living under because you're not getting a handle on your budget, think of that pain and use that pain to motivate you. Not that while it's a great idea to have a detailed budget, use the pain of being out of money, or maybe you missed out on going to a concert or out to dinner with friends because you didn't like the pain of worrying about whether your credit card would be declined, whether you had enough money in your bank account to cover your portion. So sometimes it's better to channel that pain and that wanting to avoid that sensation and use that to help you take the steps that you need to take to have a better, more financially secure life. And that oftentimes is people will come to us and the pain is their life feels out of control and they need help getting organized because they can't stand that feeling anymore. They're so overwhelmed with all of their choices and they want to stop feeling overwhelmed. And so they come to us and they usually dump a lot of paper or files to us and a lot of information, and we sort through it and hand it back to them, and then they have this calm. So I'd encourage you to do that for yourself. Take that moment, gather that information, and take those first few steps to try to put some order in your world. Whether you do a detailed budget on paper, whether you use software, whether you use an online calculator, whether you just use the Notes app in your phone. Any of those will work as long as they help you get a handle on your financial life and make better decisions. Or it may not be your financial life. It could be diet or exercise, whatever that is. Take those steps, get a handle, and use the negative feelings you have about whatever it is and use those as your motivation, because sometimes just having a goal is not enough. Thanks for tuning in. This has been another episode of Better Financial Health in 15 minutes or less.